Comrades, General Manager, Mr. Evan Fredericks, my colleague and comrade, Leon Gilbert, Koos Kruger, the staff of Western Cape, our beloved members. I think as we are sitting here, this is an opportune moment for us to really reflect properly. If you haven't realized that we are under attack, then I suggest you wake up from that slumber. Comrades, we are under attack. The Minister of Finance, as instructed by his boss, have declared war against public servants. They have planned to render us incompetent, insufficient, and a burden to society. They have plunged this country into chaos, and they say you must pay the price. They and their comrades have stolen from this nation. They have made every institution of government incapable of executing its mandate. They've destroyed ESCOM. They've destroyed SAA. They've destroyed DINEL. They've destroyed NPA. They've destroyed police services. Every institution of wealth they've destroyed, and yet they say that you must pay the price. And comrades, if we as public servants are not going to rise against this onslaught, we may not be able to reach the next intersectoral meeting. Because some of us will not be here. And comrades, I want to caution you. Those of you who think that this offer that was announced yesterday is in your interest, I suggest that you think again. They want you to help them to get out of the nonsense that they put themselves into. They want you to take responsibility for their crimes. They want me and you to accept that stealing from our nation, it is okay. And I say it is not okay. When you are going to approach with this severance package, you must think about not only yourself. Majority of us who are sitting here today, we don't only look after our immediate families, we also look after our extended families. You must remember that what you are getting now, if you take that money, you will not be getting it, and you will never ever come back into the public service. We need to make it difficult for them to get away with murder. Because what they've done to this country and to us is unforgivable. And what is painful is that to date, we still have to see one person being held accountable for the mess that we're in as a nation. And if we are going to make things easy for them, if we are going to roll when they say we must roll, we would not have failed ourselves, but we would have failed our children and our children's children. This is an opportunity for us, comrades, to rise and be counted. This is all that we have. This is the closest proximity. You can't go to Mozambique. Then you can't go to Lesotho because Lesotho is not even a country. You have nowhere to go. So whatever that we have, we need to save it and we need to fight with it with everything in our mind. And as the PSA comrades, one thing that I want to say to Tito Mboweni, we know that you've been brought in like an assassin. You know, an assassin, when he's given an appointment to go and kill somebody, they don't ask, why should I kill this person? So long as I'm getting paid for it, I'm going to do it. That's Tito Mboweni. Tito Mboweni has no political ambitions, none whatsoever. He's here for a purpose, and he's going to fulfill that purpose, and he's going to leave. And who is Tito Mboweni saving? He's saving all these multinationals that he's working for. Remember, he has just taken leave from sitting in these multinational boards. These are the people who want the sovereignty of this country. These are the people who want to buy the liquor that we are left with. If all these assets of government are sold at the price of today, you are going to pay the price. You will not be able to afford to live in your own country because life is going to be so expensive that you will not be able to breathe. So we need to stop this plan before it is executed. And we realize what they are doing. They throw a carrot and they want to see what is the reaction, so that they can come and turn around and say, that's not what we said. Yes, we who are in collective bargaining, Leon will tell you, you must always understand what is not said. Because if you don't understand what is not said, you are going to get into trouble tomorrow. And we know where they are going. They want to retrench public servants. But they are testing the waters. They are testing the waters. If this plan is executed and they are successful, the next one is exactly that. So you and me, we need to start self-reflecting and say to ourselves, what is it or what is the future that we want to see? And we must envision that future, and after envisioning it, we need to put it into motion to get to that particular future. But where do we start? Where do we start? For 3 consecutive years, they've been selling this narration that the public service is bloated and the salary bill is too big. And they were just saying, throwing out there. Now everybody has bought into this concept. Now everybody is saying that it is true, without verifying the facts. Now they have that in the bank. Now the question is that, okay, if the public service indeed is bloated, what do we do then? Okay, let's get rid of the older guys. They went, remember they've got the statistics. They know the race of the people who are at those levels. They know how long they've been in the public. They have all the information. So they calculated this properly. Then, if they are successful with that, then the master plan is going to come to fruition. We need to cut them through their heels. And how do we do that? We need to start at home. I get so upset. I get so extremely upset. When we are in the middle of this fire, you hear our leaders saying that we want to increase your funeral benefit. Who cares about death? We want to live. And some of you buy into these rhetorics to say that we want more death benefit. Comrade, when you are dead, you are dead. What about your future? What if you don't die? So long we have these kinds of leaders who think like that, remember there's nothing wrong with them, there's something wrong with you who elect them. future that even after I'm out of the public service, I must be able to live a comfortable life to show that my days in the public service were not in vain. Yeah. Not a death benefit. You have leaders who hardly speak about your pensions that are being raided on a daily basis. They come and tell you about increasing your death benefit. Shame on them. You need to start saying that we want leaders to look after our future. We elected you there to look after our interest, not your interest. You have leaders who are more concerned about being elected into positions instead of saving you. And yet you keep on putting them there. You are making your life difficult by taking wrong decisions. Comrade, we cannot say that there must be integrity in government, there must be integrity in the GPF, there must be integrity in Steinhoff, when there's no integrity inside the PSA. And what is integrity? What is integrity? You must serve without wanting to benefit for yourself. If there is a benefit, it must come as an incentive, as just cherry on top. But that should not be the reason why you want to serve. Viva! Yes. And that is why we are now starting to get all these people from other unions, because they say in PSA you swim in monies. You can be a public servant and earn another salary in the PSA. All that you have to do, you must make these stupid slogans and promise people things that you cannot achieve. When they say that we must increase the funeral benefit, who must fund that? It means that you must pay more membership in order to satisfy their will for power and influence. Comrades, we cannot continue like this. We've got far much greater challenges than having to worry about what's going to happen when we are dead. We must be worried about our lives now and today. And if Tito Mboweni and our president are saying older people must go and give chance to others, what the hell are they still doing in parliament? My message to Tito Mboweni is that you live first. You are old to be on pension, sitting on a stool somewhere. You go first and take your comrades with. I mean, we all know that our parliament is old age home. We all know that. And it's not going to change anytime soon. Yet they've got the audacity to say that we must leave whilst we have the energy and the power to continue saving this nation. We are not dogs where we are going to be instructed and we respond. We say no to that. You live first, we'll follow later. And give us 10 years in between. And we will not rest until we see these people in jail. We will not rest. We are not deterred. We are not afraid. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how long it takes us. These people have betrayed this nation. They don't deserve to be part of society. And we'll do everything in our power that everybody that has been cited in any of these commissions, they end up in jail. Because that's where they belong. But we have a problem, because the more we put these criminals in jail, it means that our members in DCS must continue to be in danger because of the ratio between the criminals and the upright citizens is so skewed. Our police members are outgunned and outnumbered by criminals. And yet you have the audacity to say that you want to cut down on the public. Who the hell is going to do this work? Who's going to give safety to this nation? We've been taken taken for a ride for far too long. You don't know when your days are numbered. We are not going to allow this master plan to come to fruition. You know where Treasury is today? Do you know where Treasury is today? Himself and his DG and the rest of the senior guys. You know where they are today? They are meeting with their masters, the rating agencies. They are going to go, did we do what you said we must do? Are you happy with us now? That's what they are going to do today. They are going to speak to the rating agencies, because the rating agencies' condition is that you must cut down on the public service. The services that are rendered by government that are so-called not essential, you must privatize them so that we can come in with money and invest and exploit you and leave. This is the master plan. You must never ever think that this is about people who are 55 and above. It's about services. This is an economic warfare. It's about king. It's about money. And South Africa, unfortunately, is the only African country that is still standing. Nothing is left in Africa.
Yeah.
Nothing is left in Africa. We are the only one, and we are the icing on the cake. Everybody wants us. And they're going to make it so difficult for us. And you have a responsibility in your communities, in your families. Speak to them and explain to them what is happening. They are saying that SARS was unable to collect money for tax collection, but they never said that SARS has got over 1,000 posts that are vacant. Who's supposed to collect all that money? But all that is part of a systematic attack on the integrity of institutions that were the flagship of this nation. All of them. And the poor NDPP, I feel sorry for that woman. You know, to take a white sheet and throw it into a pig toilet, what do you expect is going to happen to you? Some of these institutions are so rotten, and it was part of the master plan. The only place where they could not make it was our judiciary. That was the only place that they could not implement the ultimate plan. And see how many times have the judiciary really saved this nation. If it was not the judiciary, comrades, today we'll be speaking a different language. But remember, we are the public servants. We are the ones who must make sure that those leaders in the public service who are upright and who are willing to work for this nation, we support them. Our comrades in NPA, support that woman. Make sure that in your area of operation, you are also upright, because it doesn't help that we also are adding to the rot that is happening in the public service. It doesn't help, comrades. There's 350 billion of your money in ESCOM. ESCOM is already bankrupt. We lost about 18 billion in Steinhoff. We lost over 100 billion in share price in Naspers. Over 100 billion of your pension. Your money gone. Where is this thing going to stop? Yes, GPF is sitting with treasury bonds. What is a treasury bond? What is a treasury bond? It's a piece of paper that says one day I'm going to pay you. Because I'm the government, I can issue it. But a government that is broke can't guarantee any debt. How do you guarantee any debt when you yourself are borrowing somewhere else? So this is my message to you, comrades. It's now up to you to see how we tackle this catastrophe that we are facing. Amanda!